this is Fabulous Foods with Victoria, and today I'm here with Chef Bing.
Thank you for having me, Victoria.
Thanks for being on the show today. I'm really excited to have you here. Chef, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm originally from London.
Yes.
I basically grew up there.
And then you have your own catering company too, right?
Yes, it's called Taste of May, Soul Food Creations.
Ooh, beautiful.
So basically what we do is all soul food. Anything you could think of soul food wise, we do it here. The number of caterings doesn't matter, the functions doesn't matter, weddings, baby showers. We basically do it all here.
Beautiful. So soul food, you guys will come and cater.
Yes, we
all
will.
Right. So you're based out of Lynn, but you'll go anywhere?
We'll go anywhere.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds good. And you work as a chef for how many years now?
For a chef, I've been working for 5 years now.
Wow. Okay.
But cooking wise, I say I've been in the kitchen for 20 years now.
Wow. So you know a lot.
Yes, I do. I got it all from my grandmother, family trait, passed it down to me, and now I'm just keeping the fire going.
Awesome. And grandma's is always the way it starts, right?
It is, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so though we are a soul food chef, today we're making a bit of an alteration to our meal today. Tell us what we're making today.
So today we're making a pan-seared smothered chicken with some collard greens.
Great.
But we're gonna do our collard greens a little bit different this time. Traditionally, we usually use neck bones, turkey wings, or either ham hocks.
All right.
Today we're gonna do one without no meat, so it's mostly gonna be seasonings.
Great.
So we're trying something different this time.
Okay, sounds good. We'll keep it like a vegetarian style for the collard greens.
Exactly.
Great, that sounds works for me. All right, so how do you prepare your collard greens?
So the way I prepare my collard greens, which my grandmother had taught me, was a little bit of salt, a little bit of vinegar. You soak them in there, and this is if it's coming off of the dirt. Usually if you're getting them from the grocery store, a little bit of salt water, it'll be good. Vinegar, it helps with the dirt to take everything off and the bugs.
Okay.
So usually how I will start to cut mine.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to take out the vein.
Yep.
I like just to go across and just take off the top layer.
Okay.
So I like to keep a little bit of vein.
Yeah.
A little bit of chewy.
Crunch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And after you get your little crunch, after you cut off the sides, we roll it on up.
Oh, that makes it much more easier too, huh?
And then right down.
Pretty. So collard greens are awesome because they're a great source of vitamin K and A. So for me, it's always beneficial, and I love greens. So here we go.
Everybody should love greens.
Everyone should. There's a bowl underneath that too if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Let me know how I can help too. So what was your grandmother's name?
My grandmother's name is May Bing.
May Bing. So that's where the name of this all came from.
That's where the name came from.
Oh,
Taste
that's
of
so
May.
nice.
And unfortunately, she had passed away like 16 years ago.
I'm sorry.
And I already work in the field, and it was kind of like, I'm working in here.
Yeah.
Why not just go for it? So
Yeah.
I went to chef school.
Where'd you go?
I went to Escoffier.
Wow.
So I happened to go online.
Yep.
And it just like piqued my eye, and I learned a lot, and then that's where the Taste of Me came from. So I really wasn't even thinking about starting a business or a Taste of Me or nothing. I was just going to school just to help myself at work.
Right.
And then I just came upon this, and so far it's been very, very prosperous for me.
Beautiful. I'm glad to hear. I just took the lid off to the side.
Yes,
We got
please.
that boiling. Maybe I'll take the lid off for a minute. So we're gonna blanch or boil the collard greens too.
We're gonna boil the collard greens.
Okay. You know what?
So basically when we boil the collard greens has a lot of water already in already. So you really don't need that much water. You can use water, you can use broth. Any type of liquid that you want to use, you can use.
Okay.
But also because we're doing one without no meat, usually we get our flavor a little bit more from the meat. But this one, we're going all season.
Okay.
Which I think will be great too.
Yeah.
It's always good to try new things.
I agree with that.
And you never know, you might have somebody say, I don't like the meat, and here we go.
I have plenty of vegetarian friends, so now I can make them this.
Exactly.
All right, so what do you What did you cook the most with her?
The most we had cooked, I would say that she used to have a nice dish that was cabbage with hamburger, but mostly we would cook mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, okay.
Mac and cheese is like the staple in our house.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How did you make it?
Well, usually we, a lot of people like to use Velveeta cheese. I like to use like the block cheese.
Yeah.
So like the
Fresher, right? That way, right?
it's fresher. You get a better taste out of it. So like the sharp cheese I like to use. And then sorry.
No, don't be.
And I like to use that, and then I like to use the cheddar. So I usually use 2 cheeses for it. 2 cheeses, and a lot of people like to use whole milk. I like to use like the canned milk, so carnation milk for me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it brings out a different texture, different flavor, and that's what I was taught the way to make it.
Okay. I would never have thought to use that first.
Yeah, a lot of people doesn't.
So at my house, we don't really eat mac and cheese.
No? Missing out.
But when we do make it, it's like Italian version. So yeah, so there's like 4 or 5 different cheeses and mozzarella, Parmesan. We even put herbs in it too, like Italian seasoning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and then we always put like a breadcrumb on top, so it's kind of like bread coating on top.
I get you. You get a nice little bacon sear on the top of that when you do it with the cheese.
Exactly.
Complements it.
So where was your grandmother from that she cooked a lot of soul food?
My grandmother from and where we're from is South Carolina.
Okay.
So we're right over by, it's a little city called Williston, but I usually say Columbia because not too many people know exactly where it's at down there.
Right.
But yeah, that's where we was raised, right there. My uncle had a pig farm, chickens, cows, horses.
Wow.
So spending time down there with him was unique. You know, you would come down and you would think that would be your uncle and you would get so much extra things, but that's not the case.
No.
Hard work. Yes. I'm coming
like
to enjoy myself when he's making me work in the fields, and that'll be watermelons, cantaloupes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, you ate really well, I hope.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
You know, open fire pits with the pigs. So it was a great time down there.
Open fire pigs with the pig. That's my favorite day.
Yes.
That with some,
That's a good day right
it's
there.
a very good day. All right, when you doing that, can I come over?
Definitely can.
Tell me what to bring.
You don't gotta bring nothing. We got everything there. You can bring as many people you want.
All
You
right.
gotta understand these pigs that they grow down there. They're so massive and
Really?
yeah. And,
How big do they get?
oh, you can get to like 80 pounds, 60 pounds. I mean, he's for the 4th of July, he will cook you a pig for you if you would like.
Wow.
And you just say how many pounds you want. You want a 20 pound, 40 pound,
I like that.
right?
Now I need to know. So what are you doing for 4th of July?
Actually, I'm going down there for 4th of July.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Good.
I don't know if I'm gonna get that pig,
I
but
hope you get that pig. Now I'm hungry for pig. But
know,
anyways,
right?
we're sticking a little bit vegetarian with our vegetables
yes,
today,
we
which
are
is great.
today. It is good. It is good. Because this is another way, because you're usually cooking it with a meat to give it more flavor.
Yeah.
But now, because we're doing it without meat,
Yeah.
I think it's a new way to do it.
I think so too.
So you vegetarian, you just
Yeah. It's great. So what do you think is something that is most sold with your company for catering? What do people most request?
I think the people that most request is, obviously, like I told you, the mac and cheese, but the fried chicken.
Fried chicken, okay.
Fried chicken.
How do you fry your chicken?
I fried my chicken, and basically, I like to clean it, and then I like to season it and let it marinate for like 2 days.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I don't want the seasoning to really get in there. Because sometimes if you don't season it properly and let it sit on the meat for a little bit longer time. It doesn't seep in there, so then when you go to fry it, it kind of like the flavor just leaves it.
That makes sense.
So I do that, and then I like to flour it, and then I like to have the flour on there for like at least 2 hours. Let it really stick on there. And then,
you dredge it first?
Yes.
Okay. And then you let that sit for a bit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's
Helps out with the crispiness.
Yeah.
The flour is not too loose, so when you're dipping it in the oil, your flour's not going anywhere. So it's really, that's the really case for it to do it like that.
Good to know that tip. Okay, chef, so we finished with our collard greens.
Finished with our collard greens now, so now we already washed them.
Yep.
So we can go to the pot.
Okay, to the pot. So we put water or chicken stock in, and anybody can do either way.
Yep, so we bring this on over here. Okay. We got our chicken stock right here.
So partially vegetarian. We could have used vegetarian stock too.
Yes, we could have, but
we are making a chicken dish.
Exactly.
So, but none of the meats to bring it back in.
No, we're not.
There we go. We're seasoning it up. So what seasonings are we going to use today?
Okay, so we're just going to use just a little bit of seasoning. So we have our salt, we have pepper, we have cayenne pepper, and a little bit of
red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's just to give it a little spice, you know, just a little kick because we're not putting no meat in it.
Okay.
So basically, we're just going to dump our collard greens in there. Trying to heat up just a little bit. We're already at 7. Just get it up to like, I'll say like 9, 8, right around there.
Okay.
That'll be good.
Perfect.
So once we put our collard greens in there, we're going to put our seasonings on, and it's kind of like you're just layering it on. Once we put our collard greens in there, they're going to render, so they're going to get small. So we're going to put a little seasoning of everything in there.
Yep.
And usually I do like a half of 1/4 cup each one. But we're going by the eye because collard greens is a lot of water, and sometimes you might need a little more seasoning.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't take it out.
Definitely.
A little pepper.
Pepper.
This is kosher salt. You gotta be careful with kosher salt because if you get the other grain salt, you can go a little bit harder. But when you got kosher salt, you gotta go a little bit softer because you can add salt, but you can't take it back.
True. Okay.
Peppers. Let's give us a little kick.
And then typically, how long do you let this cook?
Usually we'll let this cook. It's gonna render real fast, so I'll say within 15 minutes, it already been rendered down, and then we'll let it cook just a little bit longer. I don't like it crunchy. It's like a little well done.
Yeah.
Nice little taste to it.
I'm good with that. So we pop the lid on, and then we
Pop
just
the
let
lid
that
on.
sit.
We'll let it sit there for like 2 minutes. Renders a little bit more. We'll add more our collard greens, do the seasoning again, and go from there. So render it good right there. We're gonna add the rest of our in here.
All right. So you always do it in steps?
Yeah, I always do it in steps, but like depending on the batches. So if you're cooking a big batch, then yeah, you're gonna have a lot of steps. If it's a little small one, then you can, like I'm about to add the rest in and then the seasoning.
Okay.
But usually, if it's a bigger batch, then yeah, we're gonna keep doing steps.
Okay.
Just because it's a leafy green and it's hard to get the seasoning right.
Okay.
You can't just like throw it all in there at once, because then you're not gonna get the same consistency as you was if you're doing it in sections.
Okay.
So same step. A little pepper. A little salt. Paprika. It's all for the little kick.
Okay.
And don't worry, it's not going to be too spicy.
I'm okay with that. We can do it. What's your spice level? When they have like the different chilies on the menus, how many chilies can you do?
Me, I'm basically I'm Frank's Red Hot Sauce. That's about it for me. That's about it. I like the spice, but I can't do too much spice.
Heard.
So basically, after that's in there, we turn it on low. You can have it like within, I'll say 15 minutes and have it a little crunch, but me, I like a little softer, so I'm just gonna turn it down.
I'm good with that.
to like 5.
And like I might be in a bad Italian, some might say, because they always want pasta al dente.
Yes.
And I just don't want it that way. So I'm okay with this.
And I'm the same way with you too. I don't like it authentic. No. Sometimes I feel like I just need a little 3 more minutes and hey, we're there.
Yeah, thank you. All right, collard greens, pasta, mix. Now we're gonna head over to our chicken and see how that goes. All right.
Yes.
We'll wash our hands and we'll be right back. All right, so now on to the main part, our chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how we're going to prepare our chicken. We at least got a little open faced chicken right here.
Yeah.
Nice little bird. So usually what we do is we're going to add a little oil to it. Okay. A little olive oil. So we have parsley here, we have garlic powder here, and then we have cayenne pepper right here.
Ooh, great.
And don't forget we're going to add a little salt and pepper too.
Sounds good.
Just how you typically see everybody that you see do. We're just getting a little rub on. Like I always say, you got to show your food a little love. A little love.
Lots of massaging for the chicken and the bird, right?
Exactly. Remember, if it's kosher salt, you want to lose a little bit of less.
Okay.
Pepper. And we massage.
Massage. Bird's so lucky. Or is it? I don't know.
It's lucky. Who wouldn't like massages, right?
Right? There you go.
So, same thing from the other side. And what we're going to...
Want me to put seasoning on for you?
Please.
Yeah, all of the
Can
above?
we yes, can we get a little oil first?
Sure.
Thank you.
Is that okay, Chef?
Yes, ma'am.
I love rubbing the herbs together because I feel like it comes out, the flavor comes out more.
Yeah, it's just like that aroma.
Yes.
Just comes right off
Right.
of it.
More pepper, more cayenne? Yeah.
It won't hurt.
Nope. And for me, garlic powder is just king. Garlic to me.
Yes, it's king. You're Italian, so you know you love garlic.
Yeah. Perfect.
Make sure all the sides is nice and rubbed.
Beautiful. And then we'll sear it in the pan first.
Yes, we want to pan sear it in the pan first, and then
move this over for
please.
you. Yeah. Okay, so what temperature do you keep the stovetop on for?
The stovetop, I usually keep it, I'll say 8, 9, because you really want to get a good sear. If you have it at the, if it's an electric stove.
Yeah.
If it's gas, then you want it at least above high. Not above high, but a little below high.
Yeah. All right, so oil in first?
Please.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Here's your bird, my friend.
Thank you.
She's pretty. All right.
And that's the sound that we're looking for.
That is the sound we're looking for.
Yes. You can flip the bird down first. Me, I like to flip it on the back first. Get a good sear on there, and then flip it over.
Okay. So now you're gonna flip over the chicken now?
Yeah, so usually we're gonna cook the chicken on one side for at least 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Get a good sear on it.
Nice. Oh.
Now look at that.
She's pretty. She looks good.
Nice little bird right there.
Yeah. So we'll let this sear for another 3 or 4 minutes on this
3 or 4
side.
minutes on this side.
Okay, great.
So after we let it sear for 3 or 4 minutes on this side, then we're gonna pop it in the oven for 350.
Okay.
Let it cook for, I say, like right around 25 minutes. You know, chicken doesn't take that long to cook. You can put your thermometer in there, you know, 165, you know it's a go. I like my chicken cooked just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Because of the flavors and the juice you really want to get in there. So as far as that, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
So as our chicken, and searing.
Yep.
The rest. Let's see how our collard greens is doing.
All right, they're rendering down.
Yes, they are. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, the good smell's coming.
Yes. And again, with your collard greens. But mind you, we didn't put that much seasoning in there like that. So if you do taste them and they're not where you need to be, this is when you add a little bit more. So that's why we don't just rush and throw all the seasoning in there.
Good, slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Love it.
But this is looking good, and this is the right consistency that we want.
Perfect.
We'll turn it down a little bit more.
Okay.
We'll cook it. See our chicken. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted.
Perfect. Nice.
Yes. Now look at that bird.
Okay.
So now as we done sear that chicken,
Yep.
we pre-cooked the oven already at 350, and we have our pan in there already.
Yeah.
Just to be a little ahead of the game.
Yeah. Preheat the oven, preheat the pan. Chicken's kind of preheated. Yeah. It's going great.
We're on a roll right now.
I'll give you some space. Any way I can help you. You got this.
Yeah.
And you do this all day, every day.
All day, every day.
And that pan.
And that's the reason why we preheat the oven and the pan already, because now we get a good sear as it's going in the oven as well.
Perfect.
So again, we'll pop the bird in here at 350. We're looking to cook it for at least 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. So pop that in. This is going.
This is going good right now.
Okay.
So we already turned this on low. It's really at the good consistency that I want it. Nice and soft. It's already turned on low, so we can really turn these off.
Turn it off.
Not really off, we'll turn it on low.
Low.
Yeah, turn it on low.
Right. And then next?
And then next what we're gonna do is
gravy.
our gravy
I can bring that
for our chicken. So we're gonna do a smothered style chicken. So let's get this going.
When it's smothered style, I know it's gonna be a good time. Okay, our chicken's in the oven, still cooking a bit, and our collard greens are still rendering. All right, so now I'm gonna cut some onions for the gravy.
Yes.
Not onions, green peppers. We cut up our onions already. I didn't want to be crying in front of you today.
I think onion makes everybody cry if you get too close.
It really does.
It just really happens. So, damn.
My name's Victoria.
I know, I was about to say Veronica.
It's all right. I get it all the time. Veronica, Vicky, Victoria. I will say, I'm Victoria Fabbo, and I'm one of 4 girls.
One of 4 girls?
One of 4 girls.
Wow.
My mom and my dad had their own pizza restaurant. And anywho, I'm the 3rd one, so I was to be the last one, and my dad's Victor, so I'm named after my dad. So that's my fun fact.
You're very lucky with that. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother, and I'm the oldest.
Oh, you win.
Yeah, that's the true fun fact.
Okay, 5 sisters.
5.
Wow.
Yes, 5.
Oh, I'm so glad you have 5 sisters. They abuse you so nicely, I hope.
They definitely do. Like I say, when you're oldest, you get bruised the most. I would like to be in your. I like to be in your position when you're just young and just get to, put everything on the older ones.
Well, it's a good back and forth, I think, for
Yeah.
us. Yeah. I don't know. You can talk to them later. But I don't know. So this is really my first time cooking collard greens, honestly.
Yes?
Yeah, the first time I had them was in Jamaica.
Okay.
And then we had like collard greens with ackee, and it was just wonderful.
Yeah,
And
no,
I was
aki's
so
very
happy.
nice.
Ackee is a fruit, actually. It's a yellow fruit, and when you don't cook it, it's poisonous. So you have to make sure you cook it correctly.
Yes, you do.
So I do need to learn how to make that. Do you know how to make that?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're gonna have to
do.
next time. We'll come on the show. You You could teach us how to make some maki.
Jamaica's nice though. I love Jamaica. I've been there too. Very nice.
It's wonderful.
Did you try the bonnets over there too?
What didn't I try?
It's only right.
There's this beautiful place, and they do chicken right outside on like this beautiful flat grill top.
Oh.
It's not near Mobay. It's can't think of it at the moment. But anyways, that's where I had like really good fried chicken, grilled chicken. Kind of like what you're doing today.
You know Jamaica's known for their goat.
Yeah, goat.
Yeah.
You see goat on the menu, you trust that person.
Yeah, you definitely do trust that person.
Then you get it. That's really good. Where else are you traveling to or have traveled to where you like to eat the most?
Travel, I usually travel a lot in the U.S. Africa actually was my first time venturing out the country.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I went to Trelawney, the parish of Trelawney. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful over there.
Oh my goodness.
Just the sculptures. I went and saw Bob Marley's tomb.
Yeah?
That was very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Yes, definitely was. You wouldn't think of how much Bob Marley has respect over there and how much he's loved over there. It's abundance. It's crazy, really. It's bigger than the president.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
the prime minister, yeah, definitely. But you know, he did a lot of good. And Jamaica is very humble and they really care about their people.
Yes, they do. This is definitely facts.
Yeah. All right, so we'll walk on over there. Onions first. What do you do first?
Usually I do the onions, let them swell a little bit, then I add the peppers in.
Okay. That nice noise, so you know it's cooking great, like you said earlier.
I want a good sweat.
I always love that.
So I just want to add all
And you keep the same oil from the chicken, so it keeps that nice flavor.
Yes.
Awesome. Do you ever add additional oil?
No, I don't add additional oil because an onion already sweats too. So once we already got a little flavor from the chicken and we throw it in there.
Yep.
A little salt and pepper, you should be fine.
Okay, very good. And when do you know your onions are done? Do they become translucent, just slightly?
Just slightly translucent because remind you we're making a gravy, so the pepper's gonna go in there, and then once we're making our gravy, we're adding that to the oven, and then the oven's gonna do the most of the magic.
Okay. Now, do you think when you're cutting onions, is it better to cry and let it out or to suck it back in?
Suck it back in because it's going to keep coming no matter what. I usually try to cut them real quick and get them out the way.
Yeah. Do you hear any tricks that might work? Some people say stick your face in the freezer, maybe stick the onions in the freezer first.
Yeah, I heard to stick the onions in the freezer first.
Yeah.
But me, I haven't done that.
Yeah, I just go with it.
I'm just ready to go with the flow and just cut it and get over it.
You need it when you need it.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to be crying. Basically going to be crying.
So you did an online program. How was that? Did you have like the chef in? Because I'm pretty new to online classes, honestly. It's a learning curve for myself. So were they able to just do it there and you practice along with them?
You have the professor there with you because it's mostly Zoom. So we do a whole lot of Zoom. But for me, I learned a lot, but like it wasn't like you're in there and the chef's on you, and so I didn't get that treatment, which I would like to have. But you know, for the most part, it was a great experience. I mean, I learned a lot.
There you go.
It helped me transition at work. It helped me transition with the catering. So it really helped me a lot. And as far as knowing the fundamentals and where food comes from and everything like that.
Yeah.
At first, I was cooking, but I really didn't know exactly where it was coming from or how it's produced, preserved, from pickling. So all sorts of type of things. So like it really opened my eye up, even though it was online. But
hey, education is education.
yes, you're right. Yeah. So we're gonna add the bell peppers.
Plus, I think anything online is more self-motivating.
Yes.
So you're more self-motivating, and I feel I might be a little bit wary when it comes to that at times.
All right.
Where's Mother's chicken's almost done?
Yes, it is. Let's see what this bird's looking like.
All right. Smells good.
Yes, it does. Wow.
All right.
Definitely
Pretty
does.
pretty. All right, so now we're gonna plate our chicken.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go. Collard greens.
Smell good.
Oh, smells so good.
Chicken is tender. And this is how you know when you cooked your chicken good enough. It's just so tender, it just falls right off the bone. We don't even need a knife to do it.
Look at that. Perfect.
Perfect.
Pass the test.
All right, let's get our plating.
Okay. So how do you like normally plate?
Me, I like to start out with the protein and meat, and then work my way around.
Okay. Chicken thigh, chicken drumstick.
All together.
Nice.
Nice bite. Get us some of these vegetables.
Love it. That juice.
Collards.
Did your grandmother, was she adamant about everybody eating their vegetables and collard greens?
Yeah. Tell you the truth, I didn't even like collard greens when I was young.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. You changed ship?
Yeah, it was acquiring taste. And now I can't get enough of them.
There you go. Actually, I was like that with broccoli rabe.
Yeah.
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 As a kid, too bitter for me.
There's some things you just don't like when you're young, and as you get older, it's like, hey, this is great.
So good.
Get us this little gravy on here.
Yes.
Smothered.
Thank you, Chef Bing, for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that we were able to make this dish and collard greens with smothered chicken.
Yes.
So I'm thankful for your grandmother for teaching you.
Me too.
Yeah. And I wish you best of luck. And I know that you said you were catering an event for Juneteenth, right?
Yeah, so this coming up the 17th of June, I'm doing a I'm doing a Juneteenth over there.
Wonderful.
Great event to come out to, so you're welcome to come, and everybody's welcome to come. It's going to be a great event. I am catering that.
Awesome.
It's going to be a lot of vendors over there, a lot of history on the Juneteenth, so please come out.
Okay.
It's a great event.
The Lynn Museum, right?
You're right.
Okay, beautiful. All right, well, thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.